Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Tatiana. For those that don't know my name, or this is the first video that you're watching in my channel, my name is Tatiana. I am a first-time mom to my 1-year-old toddler. This video is going to be a continuation of my labor experience video that I uploaded recently. So if you haven't watched that video, I highly recommend you go watch that one so that you can continue onto this one, just so you can get a little history of what I went through and what these products have done for me for that recovery. We are going to talk about my top 10 postpartum care items that really worked for me in my recovery. We're just going to get right to it and start with our top 10, and then I'm going to give you guys some tips afterwards that really helped me to recover as well. My first top 10 postpartum care item would be this. I don't know if I'm saying it right, so correct me if I am wrong, but I'm going to call it a Perry bottle. This one is from Freedom Mom, and I love this quote. It says, "Trust us, your vagina will thank you." That's what it says, and they're so right. Your vagina will thank you. This is how it looks like. What you do is that you fill it up with warm water, you lift it up like this, and when you squirt, the water will come up in this direction, so it'll be pointing up, and it really hits the area that you want it to hit. What this does is that when you're using a washroom, specifically going to pee, while you're peeing, you just spray it at the same time so that you have that relief and that it's not irritated down there, because you just gave birth, okay? Down there is a mess. It's swollen, it's irritated, you're bleeding, like it's just a complete mess, and you want to feel the maximum comfortability that there is. Okay, you don't want another thing causing you pain. So this really helps you to just minimize the irritation that could happen when you pee. Because let's say you're swollen and then your pee is very concentrated and it's very acidic. So once that acidic touches like your private parts, it's just going to be painful. So I highly recommend you to use one of these bottles to just squirt warm water while you pee. I promise you, you won't feel that much discomfort if you didn't have these. This is a picture of one of the Perry bottles that I got from the hospital. So I was happy that I had two, because I would fill up this one and then I'll fill up that one before I peed, and that way if this one didn't have any more water, I'll just use the other one and just continue to use it so that I wasn't irritated. Next top 10 item would be disposable underwears. Now I know you're probably thinking like I'm gonna have to read diapers. Yes, it was very helpful for me, and I'm so glad I bought them before I came home from the hospital. Before I even went into labor, I bought them. I made sure I had everything prepared so that when I was home I had everything that I needed. But no, this was a great help, because during the first week of giving birth, you're just bleeding like crazy. Okay? You know, your body's still trying to cleanse everything that was in their uterus, so you're gonna be bleeding a whole lot. I feel like these disposable underwears held more than what a pad can hold, and the only cons that I didn't like about the underwear was that I got size small/medium, but I really needed like a large, a medium large. My recommendation is for you guys to get them, but just size up, just so that you're more comfortable. Next item will be a sitz bath. This is the one I got from the hospital. The only difference is that mine was green. I don't have it on me right now. It's in storage. It's just going to be a hassle to get it, so I'm just going to put a picture, but it looks exactly like the picture, just green. And what this sitz bath does is that it just helps you heal down there, especially if you have stitches. What you do is that you fill it up with warm water, and you can put Epsom salt as well to maximize the benefits and the healing properties that Epsom salt can bring to you. What my mom said was to do as hot as I can with the water, and I did as much as I could, and I felt really better using hot water. Just don't burn yourself, okay? Make sure you touch the water with your hands first to see if you can handle it. Know that down there is much more different from your hand sensitivity, so just don't overdo it. You don't want to burn yourself down there when you're already in discomfort to begin with. Next product will be Epsom salt as well. Like I said, Epsom salt has a lot of benefits and can help heal down there much more quicker. I usually did a sitz bath every day. I did it for 5 to 10 minutes. Literally just grab my phone, watch something, and just sit there and relax. Just don't spend like an hour in there, even though I might feel comfortable. Just 5 to 10 minutes would be my recommendation. Next, item would be maxi pad. These are the ones that I got. I really love these ones, especially because they're from the brand Always. I just feel so comfortable with their brand. Some pads will give you like irritation and rashes, so this is the one I loved, especially the nighttime ones. They were really thick and they were really hard to accustom to, but ever since I was using them in the hospital, I got used to them really quickly and they were very helpful. You know, you want something that's thick enough to absorb as much as it can, but also like don't let it get so full where you're leaking out. But during the first week you will bleed a lot, so just try to change your pads regularly. The time that I switched from the disposable underwears, diapers, whatever you want to call it, to the pads was after the week, and when I noticed that my bleeding was going down a bit, that's when I switched to the maxi pads. And then after the maxi pads I used the regular pads for like the lightest bleeding that I had. But I want to say the first 2 weeks was the highest bleeding that you'll have, so I recommend getting maxi pads as well in case you don't really want to use the disposable underwears. The maxi pads will do as well. If you are going to use the maxi pads, make sure you have a really good high-waisted thick underwear, which is my next item that I highly recommend, is getting good underwears that will hold everything in, hold in your belly, hold in the pad, make sure nothing goes leaking. I highly recommend these ones from Amazon. It's a 5-pack. There's great reviews on it. I highly recommend it. Next item we have is Tux cooling pads, which are these ones right here. I have these ones on hand just in case I get hemorrhoids again. I'll show you what these bad boys look like this. It's a large pad and it's drenched in witch hazel, which is the main super ingredient in this pack. So these are a great product if you have hemorrhoids down there. Even if it's just like for personal hygiene or if you feel itchy, these will help you a lot to make the sensation like mild, and you'll just feel very super clean and comfortable after you use them. I love them. They work. I would 100% recommend that you have these in your postpartum care collection. They offer immediate relief as well. So I can attest to it because I've been through it, and these really do help. Make sure you have these. Next one is if you mamas are breastfeeding or plan to breastfeed, your nipples will most likely get cracked or redness and you'll just feel the discomfort. So I highly recommend using a nipple cream just to soothe you. I use this one right here. It's the organic one. I really loved it. I have a lot left because I only breastfed for about 3 months, so I still have enough for my next baby. Maybe I can use it if it's not expired. My next top 10 postpartum care items would be anisole. I'm guessing I'm saying that right. I have this one on me as well, just in case I get hemorrhoids again. This one really did help me. What I would do is I use the Tux and then I would go with this, and it's an ointment and it really helps. It's really fast and it's long lasting as well. It comes with an applicator. If it's internal, you can use the applicator. If it's external, then just put it on. I use my hands. Make sure you wash your hands first and after, obviously. Who wouldn't wash their hands? But yeah, very good product. Loved it. Along with your hemorrhoids, let's say you have a really hard stool, you need to soften it out. This is a product I used, Restore-Lax. Helped me a lot as well, just so you know you want to pass very soft bowels, like, you know, because you don't want to irritate your hemorrhoid. So this helped me a lot with just not feeling so discomfort while pooping. I think I used these for like 3 days, once a day for 3 days, and it did the job. I was so happy and with the comfort of taking a poop. Before I even took that, it was hell. So like I would yell in the washroom of how bad it hurt to pass a bowel movement, because, you know, I was bleeding as well. Like, it was so bad. But I swear these 3 products will do the trick. It'll help you a lot. I'm gonna say help you a lot in this video because it helped me a lot. Like, it saved my life. I'm being a little dramatic, but at the time it saved my life. The last one would be if you guys are breastfeeding, or even if you're not, because your breasts still have milk in them and it takes time for it to dry up if you're not breastfeeding. But if you are breastfeeding, have a good supportive bra, nursing bra. I used these ones from Amazon. They're really good bras. I use them even when I stopped breastfeeding just because they're very comfortable and supportive. And if you're not breastfeeding, just make sure you get like good sports bras just to hold in everything. because you will be leaking. I think you'll be leaking for the first couple of days because your breast milk is still coming in. But once your body realizes that the milk is not really going anywhere, it'll stop producing it. But still, you still need good supportive bras. So yeah, that is it for my top 10 postpartum care items. Next, we're gonna go into tips. I have my book here, like always, just so I am staying on topic and getting to the points that I need to get.